Welcome to Tran Plays Septaroad Voyager, Infinite Roads. This is made by the developer of Himeko Satori, not by the developer of Octopath Traveler. Want to get that out of the way right now. There's partial keyboard support in the menus. This is as an early access title. I'll be offering my feedback. Don't know if the development team will ever care what I have to say on it, but I'll go and contribute that where it is. Select new game, and there's partial keyboard support. I say partial because not everything really sticks on the keyboard. Mouse definitely, but I have trouble with little finite adjustments on the mouse. I'm gonna say that's not a me thing, but I'm sure people won't believe that. It's my computer, or my mouse does not accept small movements, probably because it doesn't want to interpret everything as a player's action. But it makes it a pain in the butt to do editing, because I edit frame by frame. What is this place? Where am I? Those are good questions. Unfortunately, I don't have time to answer them in detail right now. Is this really happening? Or am I dreaming? Both. A dream doesn't have to be less real than waking. But that's a discussion for another time. Please follow me. There's much I need to tell you, and I cannot stay here long. To move, use the WASD keys. This can be changed in the options menu. To close this message, press escape or click outside the window. It's so hard to keep my mind in two places at once. I must keep concentrating. No! They're breaking through. I'm sorry. I must close the tear. I'll be back as soon as I can. No, wait. Where are you going? What's going on here? What are these things? Click to bring up the combat menu. In the menu, select an action and a target. Press escape or click the outside the menu to cancel. If you choose a basic attack, your character will continue attacking the same target until given a new command. Basic attack using the equipped weapon inflicts 1 times attack power. Hit point damage. It has a charge time of 4 seconds. So this is probably what I would see when selecting his standard attack, which is likely based on either the character or the weapon. I've noticed in the screenshots it kind of reminded me. Oh, I guess it will target Shadow Gamma. Is he not doing it? Okay, there. Okay, that's bar had to fill up. I have to select for everybody. I don't like that. I don't know if this is the way Himeko Satori was designed. I would just like him to wail on everybody that's currently attacking him. I'm hoping I can click on them, but that's probably not going to be the case. Because at this point, you've taken a standard combat system and made it more difficult for the player to operate. Doesn't look like I can click on him. I can shove him around. But you can see by the line that it takes some inspiration, or appears to anyways, from one of those Final Fantasy games, the ones with the gambits, I think, where you could code in your own thing. I like that, by the way, but I remember when the game was first released, people were complaining so much about it, saying like, well, why play the game? You can just have the programming do it. It's like, but I like programming. So, I don't know. I'm trying to move the mouse down, I swear. But as I said, my mouse does not accept tiny adjustments. Alright, so I'm not totally sold on the combat method right now. I will probably understand the mechanics behind it better once we unlock more skills. Because I don't like doing this business right here. Attack, whoever. Can I use... No, I can't. Okay, so I'm pressing up and down. That didn't really do anything. It did go down to cancel action, but it didn't go back up to attack. I don't know. I saw somehow I was suffering damage as well. Oh, I think because I attacked myself. That's why. It actually did let me attack myself. I'm sorry. You're not ready, and I don't have more time to explain. I'm going to need your help very soon. You and 6 make that 7. We will need to be ready. For now, you must go. Gather and prepare. I'll visit you again soon. What a strange dream. It must have just been a dream. But then why am I covered with scratches? Maybe I scratched myself in my sleep and dreamt that I was fighting monsters. When you complete quests and defeat enemies, you earn skill points, which you can use to unlock new bonuses and abilities. To spend your skill points, press escape to open the pause menu. Click on party, then unlock skills. On the skill board, you can scroll up and down using the mouse scroll wheel. Click on an available tile to spend your skill points and unlock the skill on that tile. When you're finished, press escape to exit. So when I see things that I might suggest as textual changes, I'll go ahead and just pop that somewhere, maybe like a corner that is not going to block any important graphics. Again, as if the developer cares. You will want to save your progress occasionally. This is a save point. Save points like this can be found throughout the world. Use them to save your progress. Okay, that that is 3 sentences that mean the exact same thing. You could take any one of these. If you're wounded, you can heal your party at wells like this. These wells can only be used once every 60 seconds. I feel odd the way that sentence is. It might say something like when it can be drunk or when it refills or whatnot. When I talk about the grammatical stuff, the only reason I want to talk about that is because as an early access title, I actually got this game before it was released to the public. There is a possibility that, hey, my opinion might matter to the developer. Probably not, but who knows? I'd like to think that I'm getting somewhere. That's always been my goal, because I did quit my real life job to go into this full time. And there is a story behind that as well at some point. So defeat turkeys. These pesky turkeys have invaded my farm. Please help me get rid of them. Defeat 5 turkeys, then return to farm memory. I'm assuming that this is very MMORPG-ish, like World of Warcraft. I mean, maybe. I'm not totally sold on the quests menu itself either. It's very, very... I don't know. It breaks the theme. Like, look around here. Look at everything going on, right? And then you get this. You get this giant menu. Bam! Like, if I showed you a screenshot of this, you would feel like, oh man, that game, I don't know about that. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I am offering my feedback, and maybe my feedback is too harsh. I don't know. Can I hold on? How about if I hit escape? Party? Can I configure my own tactic? Oh no, I can't. What about unlock skills? Have I been able to unlock skills? So, I think I just unlocked swashbuckling clothes, but maybe that was probably the one I just started with. Maybe I just lit it up. Whatever. So I have to go a couple more ranks, maybe to unlock tactics, so my character starts killing enemies that are nearby. That's probably why this mechanic's a little clunky. Okay, so I was trying to use the keyboard for this, but it doesn't really seem to take. While the line is moving to the enemy, my character cannot keep running. It looks like my character will attack more than once per target. All right, so I'm going to go and click Turkey Beta. You can see that I've stopped moving. I did not release the key, though. Let's move away until my charge meter is full and see what happens. I'm going to try to run away from the turkey. I'm not fast enough to really distance myself from it, but I can keep him from hitting me. Okay. That was a really long-range melee attack, but I think it's necessary in this kind of game mechanic right now. Let's see if it's been a minute. Come on. Like, right now, I'm getting, like, super strong mobile game vibes, but I've never actually played a cell phone game. Do they call them cell phones? Probably not. Oh, I need it. I was clicking on Turkey Alpha, but I really need to just go down here and click. Yeah, I do have a smartphone. I got it recently, but I never use it. I'm not a phone guy, just in general. Alright, so I can understand that a person might use this content here, the developer, as a way to introduce the game to the player to the game. I get that. Can I pan? I'm right-clicking, left-clicking, nothing. Even middle mouse-clicking, nothing. Q and E? No. Oh, something showed up. So what does Q and E do when I do it in here? Nothing. It just makes me pause. It's making us stutter dance. Alright, let's go and actually attack him. I can just get my cursor. Okay, so my mouse is going to give me major problems with this game. I can tell that already. Well, right now I'm just sort of sitting here waiting for the bar to fill up. I understand that's perhaps the inverse of general active time battle gauge that some of the earlier Square Enix games used starting since probably like 6 or something. Come on, dude. Thought I selected it, but maybe I didn't click on him. Oh, my character automatically runs to him. Can't see anything, though. Right mouse button just blocks me. I can't pan with that. Left mouse button will get rid of the little menu on the bottom. My rambling aside, it's a very, very slow opening, and I don't think that this is going to be a good point for the game. People are going to look at this and say, oh, wow. And then they'll refund it, or they'll click off the video. Here's an old sword and shield. I think you can make better use of them than I can. If you don't know how to use them yet, you can unlock the appropriate skill on the skill board. Oh, and I just remembered. Your friend came looking for you while you were fighting those turkeys. New quest available. Make sure to go to your skill board. You do that in real life too. We can find our friend and find a trainer. Let's get a friend, because... Oh, I can accept both. If you're going to leave the village, I recommend that you visit the tactics trainer first. We get the enemy nearest action. I think we should start with that, frankly. Or maybe just have this as an optional tutorial. I should probably take a drink from that well. Okay, so I just testing there that the keyboard supersedes that of the mouse. No biggie, just testing that. I seriously do not know how to... Hold on. Escape. Options. Keys. Alright, there does not appear to be a pan option. So, yeah, good luck with this right here. I've never played Himoku. Man, that name is so difficult for me to say. Satori. But it probably was similar to this, I assume. So people probably said, like, oh, that's just part of the art style. But I don't like this. This is not cool for me. I may just deliberately do this at every tree I pass. I don't know. That will probably get old for people. But I'm trying to deliver a point here. So I actually just have to actually bump into her. You don't click on anybody here. So maybe I should fish out a controller for this. So let's test the saving system. Alright, so I gotta walk into everything, which is a little awkward. Alright, I've busted out the controller, and there's a couple things. First off, you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel, but you can also zoom in and out with the controller's right stick. If I want to find my friend, let's check out my map. And it's a little bit to our right, looks like. Are you my friend? You were probably my friend, but I just didn't actually talk to you because I wanted to save.
I hope those turkeys didn't give you too much trouble.
Okay, why do you make me do this? Why do I have to go click on this complete button? The action button's not doing anything. I have to press to the right twice to do it. If you're gonna do that, then have like a little finger or pointer icon over where the controller button is. I don't know why I'm pointing at the monitor. That's right here. Like when I was right here, maybe it just had that like boop, boop, or something.
Now that you have helped the farmer with this turkey problem, we can go have some fun. Talk to me again to add me to the party.
I mean, sure, babe. Let's go. Whoa! Whoa! You changed. Okay. Well, this is really kind of a permanent thing. I don't. It's fine. We're gonna call this. I don't even remember what she looked like earlier. I would have liked to have kept her the same. I don't know. Okay. There's not even a randomized button. What if I change the gender again? Nope. Nope, you're stuck that way. We're gonna call you Fred. How about that? I'm so good with names. Well, what? Okay. Let's try the controller on this. Yeah, that feels a lot better. I don't really know if it's just my mouse or if it's also partially the game. Here, I think we'll go with yellow and then maybe like white on the things. Oh, I think I took the wings off and just chopped them off. I don't know how that looks. We'll go with red, maybe. Orange? Is there an orange? That may look too weird for people. Okay, and hairstyles. Whoa! It's kind of like she's wearing a helmet at this point. Facial feature. Okay, we really just have a scar or an eye patch. You now have a new party member. Use left button and right button to switch control from one party member to another. So this is probably where we should start. Forget the rest of the stuff. Start with this. You know, the old hedge wizard said he had something for me. You mind if we go talk to him and see what he has? No, I do mind actually, because I want to do the... Can I zoom in on this? No. Alright, first off, we'll go to Journal. And we're going to select the old wand. So I remember I have to hit to the right, which is, again, a jump when I'm using the action button to maneuver the menus up to this point. We're gonna... Oh man, I can't even... Do I have to use the mouse for this one? Yes, I do. And I couldn't seem to navigate my way over there. Alright, and then we're going to turn back down the map. You still show it. I can't see anything. So the controller doesn't do anything here. Normal panning buttons here does not work, so like I just have to zoom in on the cursor. I'm not going to read that right now. I want to find this trainer. That might have been the trainer. I was looking for a guy named Squire or something. There's the old wizard. Or the old wand. So maybe to the right of him. That looks like a Squire-ish dude. I don't have florins. Okay, let me press it right twice. I'm glad you came to see me. I heard that you're on your way to explore the world. The world can be a dangerous place. You need to keep your wits about you if you're to stay safe out there. Remember to set your tactics in the party menu and enable tactics to let your party members make their own decisions in combat. Yeah, I would love to. That's why I showed up here. But I don't have the money for that, apparently. Maybe you've unlocked it now. The characters in your party can choose their own actions during combat through the tactics system. To access their tactics, press Start. To access the pause menu, select Party, then Tactics. In the Tactics menu, select Set a condition and an action. Then, if the character's tactics are enabled, that character would do those actions automatically during combat. Less is more. Alright, so please let me know, do I actually have any tactics yet? Hey, I do. I can set something now. Set action. Okay, I'm hitting all the buttons here, but nothing's going on. Attack. Target enemy nearest. On. There we go. Do I have to set that for both people? Can I copy? Probably not. So we're gonna just have to click everything again. So there you go. There's another thing I would suggest is if maybe make the right mouse button like cancel. It did at that time, but I think it only canceled because I was not in the little tab. Let's try that one more time. So I'm in here, I'm right clicking, nothing's going on. It actually performs exactly the same as left click. Here's left click, here's right click. I have more than one button. Research? You have nothing worth researching. Well, that's weird. I bought a new wand in Sunrise Falls. I couldn't decide what to do with the old one. Then I remembered you two fools. You'll need a magic wand for dealing with those pesky skullbirds and those nigh indestructible slimes. Just don't shoot your eye out with it. If you don't know how to use a wand, and you probably don't, someone in a scholar character class can unlock it on the skill board. My chick friend's, I should have named her Chick. She's a scholar. Right mouse button. Oh, I probably could use right mouse button, but let's try that. Let's go to tactics. Yeah, okay, right, the mouse button, not mouse buttons, shoulder buttons do this. Okay. Have to unlock the skill. So I guess I start in the middle. What happens if I click somewhere else? Okay, I can start with that. So I don't have to unlock the armor. Learn ability study, learn ability succor. Let's study. for me. Okay. I unlock a tactic slot. So can I just like jump anywhere? Can I click this? No. Can I click this? No. Alright. So why is this lit up? Oh no, that's not lit up because it's just a tactics slot, so that's shown ahead of time. So why don't we go ahead and get some block. What is this? Hit point plus 40? Sure, why not? Unlock class Knight. That's okay, we're gonna do that. Save up for that one. Let's get, I'm assuming Sakura is healing. And we're out of points for her. Give her the one. Can I dual wield? There we go. I don't have any other clothing. Now, the way the models are presented, I'm assuming, I'm gonna try this. I'm not a perv, okay? Yeah, the way the models are set up. Hi. There are lots of monsters out there in the woods. Oh God, put up some clothes. You'll need to be careful. Oh, my heart. You'll also need to use different tactics against different monsters. Flying monsters, for example, are hard to hit with melee weapons. You need to use bows, guns, or throwing knives against them. And slimes cannot be harmed with regular weapons. You'll need to use magic against them. Go away, please. Give me a quest. I don't like this menu. I think you should just put it in the... just hand out the quest and complete the reward. I need to replenish my arrows. Give me feathers. And I get some florins. Cool. Hey, babe. Okay. Nice talking to you. I was trying to see if I had a sprint button. Please help me. Someone has cast a spell on my pumpkin crop, and now all my pumpkins are attacking me. Can you go defeat the angry pumpkins for me? Sure. Press to the right twice, and then accept. You have another quest? No. Alright. Map. Now, I can't zoom in. I have to... I can zoom in, but not with the controller. You hear me tapping it and stuff. So what you have to do is move your mouse cursor to where you want to zoom in, and then mouse wheel into it. This is the closest that lets me zoom in, so I don't think that's going to help me too much. It says defeat pumpkins, and that's where I am. It doesn't tell me where I'm supposed to defeat these pumpkins. Let's try going upright. Maybe the journal will actually tell me something. No, just any 8 pumpkins. Kind of reminds me of some of those Korean online games. What's up, dude? Alright, so I have 50 florins. I walked up to him naked. He should just sell me. He should just hand me clothes so I can leave. What's a reed whistle do? Speed plus 3. You know what? Let's go buy that. Party, right? Equip. No? Oh, you know what? I bet that I have to unlock a skill to wear that. Awesome. Good job, me. Zoom out all the way. Yeah, I know I'm still walking around naked. I think that makes for more interesting video content. not in any sort of OnlyFans way, but just because, like, hey, no other video creators is just gonna run around doing that. The reason I'm okay with it is, 1, I seem to be getting free healing from well. 2, I'm pretty sure that offers negligible defense, so who cares? All right, let's see if I can do this hands off. Maybe if I walk into him, maybe he attacks me. No. You turn on tactics for both. So let's check out her scholastics. Reveals your enemy's strength and weaknesses, apply status effect. Ability can only be used on self. Well, let's wait for the beta to die, and then we'll cast study. Okay, I didn't really know what that achieved. How fast is it? Okay, my mana recovers pretty fast. Alright, so that's what we're... Oh, I'll bring her over there. Attack, Slime Alpha. I guess I have to walk closer or something? Why are you not attacking? Your bar is full. Attack, Slime Alpha. Let me switch to someone else. You healed him. That was not what I wanted. Now okay, she's getting her butt handed to her, so let's retreat. Will my character retreat? Actually, this is helping, I think. Oh, he was just full healed. Great. Fine, whatever. Let's see here. Party. Unlock sale. So the game finally picked up once you got tactics and a party member. I would start with that. It was such a slow opening that I feel like maybe I should edit it out. So I'm gonna need 20 points for her. I really want to kind of just set her to just heal me all the time, but it's fine. Come on, Tran. I guess I'll just leave you behind. It's cool. I'll be back that way anyways. Oh, I didn't have... I thought I picked up plain feathers. What did I pick up then? I picked up ragged feathers. I'm sorry, okay? Jeez, dude. So picky about his feathers, right? And also, this is the very beginning of the game. Why are you giving me two different kinds of feathers? Attack. That's fine. I'm gonna assume it's the closest automatic. Nope, it's not the closest automatically, because Beta was closer at the time. Tran, you're not attacking, dude. Why is your tactics off? Why did... I'm pretty sure I never turned yours off. Maybe if I move you, it... No, it doesn't. What if I make you do something? Is it... Nope, no, he's attacking. Cancel action. So cancels everyone's actions and flee, hold down X. Okay. Okay, so he's doing it on his own right now. Cool. See how invincible the normal attack this thing is. I'll protect you, babe. So I do 7 damage. I mean, I can understand why they want you to use magic for this. But they're not completely invulnerable to damage. Alright. Not a fan of running back to the well. I know that she can cast the healing spell. I could probably do that as well. I can see in the top right I don't have feathers for it. Okay, let's talk to this dude. See if we can get anything else. Let's see here. I have 10 florins now. I probably can't wield anything. So, like, if I got a throwing knife, that wouldn't do me any good. If I got a buckler, that wouldn't do me any good. Alright, and did I ever get a quest from you? Deliver tools to Sunrise Falls. My blacksmith friend in Sunrise Falls wants to try out some of my new tools. Can you deliver them to him? Ho ho ho! What? What is this supposed... Oh, that's a tactics icon. I thought that was a jewel. Alright. I mean... This map is really unhelpful, but I'm gonna guess Sunrise Falls is probably over here. Tran, be my meat shield. Pretty sure this doesn't do anything, but I felt it was just better than sitting still. Like, visually. But maybe I'm making some people nauseous, so I'll stop. Now she's moving on her own, so it's fine. I'm gonna say, as feedback goes, if you're using a standard two-handed controller, where like left hand does movement and stuff, well, the left joystick happens to be movement, but you want the D-pad on the left, this is the way it's currently designed, to activate the menu. How about to have the right stick do that instead of the right stick zoom in and out? I feel like that would be better, so that way I can be walking around and hitting these things on the left. All right, so I want to heal. Would like some sort of a bar down here, so I can just sort of glance and say like, oh yeah, friend is badly hurt. Oh, she action queued. Okay, let's try that a couple times then. And how many action cues can I have? Let's try it in the next battle. Alright, let's try queuing up a bunch of heals on myself. Not that I need it, I just want to see how many actions I can queue. So I queued up 3 heals. Let's see what happens. Okay. And what is this icon? Will there be a hover tooltip? No, there is not. And so we got kind of an open world-esque game going on. Alright, you know what? Let's just go. I'm not fighting these two. So when you see me like running and doing the menu at the same time, this is me like awkwardly positioning my fingers to pull that off. Okay, I guess we're loading the next region. Alright, select button does nothing. Maybe that could just bring up the map. Well, I guess if the map were more useful. So yeah, we are now into... Okay, so Sunrise Falls is actually north of us then? Alright. Did it show that? It probably showed that, I just didn't notice. Alright, I probably just assumed it was one giant amorphous blob of a town. No! I released the run button so I could make some commands. Alright, hold on. So I gotta position my finger so I could do this on the run. Scholastics. Heal. Tran. And we're gonna slash the heal friend. Ah, those turkeys are catching up to me! No! Hey, pumpkins! Well, okay, let's try to lure them all in and see what happens when we die. I just want to see this. A massive pumpkin. Alright, here we go. A massive pumpkin battle. Wow, Tran's getting his butt handed to him. Maybe if you put on some clothes, dude. Does the game pause if I menu? Yeah, it does. Okay. So let's check out how much armor classes these clothes would give me. 22 points. Let's see how much that gives. Scholastics. Heal, Tran, heal, friend, and have... Oh, she's dead. Or knocked out. She's just vaporized. Those are some mean pumpkins. Right, anyways, I did want to see what happens when I get all knocked out. Okay, game over. Alright, so we go to load, and there's an autosave, which brings us right back to where we entered the region. Let's go ahead and put on those clothes. Actually, can we switch clothes? Probably not. Yeah. So, let's see here. Let's take a look at these stats. This gives me armor 22 and 16 dodge. These gives me 16 magic power and 18 armor. I'm not moving her anymore. She's just moving on her own. Let's try study and see what happens. Maybe I like get critical bonuses or something. I tried it earlier, but the enemy died too fast. Okay. So it didn't tell me anything, so it probably gives me some sort of stat bonus. Cancel that study. Okay, I mean, I like that, actually. It's kind of funny. Wanted to let the healing go off before we toggled flee mode or run mode. So in the control scheme, there's a button called run, and apparently that just means that I'm not engaged in battle. It doesn't actually make you go faster. So instead of run, I think maybe it should be something like disengage or something. Alright, we're working away from the edge. I think what you should do, aside from get rid of the quest menus and stuff, give the player 3 tactics to start with and 1 ally. I mean, you have to think about who's going to play these kind of games, right? So a person who likes the idea of using, say, your tactics system and party-based combat, you're not giving them a good taste of your game by having that whole tutorial stuff that we just went through. But again, that's just my opinion. Maybe it's a hot take. That might be too many pumpkins at this point. Wow, Tran just whooped that one. Get out of that field so we don't aggro more. So I think the action charge bar would be a lot more visually appealing underneath the character instead of down here. I don't want to be looking at down here, all right? Let me look at where the action is. I have like a little bar underneath the health that shows like how it's charging or something. Or maybe the outline of the bar. But I should be looking here. I should not be looking down here. I should just be able to pick up these pumpkins and take a bite out of them to replenish my hit points. Alright, we're getting skill points, so let's see if we have enough or anything. We have 47 skill points. It's time to be a knight. Naked Knight level up. Blue +5. I'm assuming that's some sort of like frost resistance. Okay, well, let's go ahead and, I don't know, we'll get attack power. And then we'll save up for something else. I can equip an arming sword. Yeah, I mean, wow, I don't really like having to unlock every weapon type, but okay. Let's see here. Learn ability expose weakness, armor +10, academician robes. No, we're getting extra tactics at this point. And then, yeah, you can't seem to do much with this. Like left, right doesn't do anything. I can select it, but to what point? But oh, that's kind of it. I can press up and down. I can just reorder it. And if I press up twice, it disables it from the menu. Just because it wants to go down here. All right, so it flings over to this side. I get it. I get that. So it wants to stay inside this window here. But it's still, I need to be able to select these things. Now you let me select. What? You weren't letting me select before. It was very awkward. Probably because I was not in the correct sub-menu, so it was not accepting my input. So target, ally, any. I hope that means self as well. Set. Sucker. Now, I don't have any ally hurt thing. So let me think here. You know what? We'll leave it at as is, and she can heal after battle. Let's see if we have enough money. Will she continue to cast it? No. We're entering battle. Okay. Wow, that dude's just like booking. I mean, I would too with an 88 critical hit. Okay, friend, you might get upgraded to best friend. That was like 3 critical hits in a row. I don't even know what monster gave me the plain feather, but it wasn't a turkey, so... probably skull birds or something. I probably killed like a flying bird at one point. My direction sense is impeccable. Do I need a drink? Sure, why not? Did you have a quest? Okay. I assume I can't wield like the graduation tassel or anything, so let's spend that money on tactics. So I think your item game here is weak, but your tactics game is probably pretty good. We'll see. Okay, so left and right here, but not shoulder buttons here, which I understand to some degree. When you're doing menus, there'll probably be other menus where we're selecting character. Okay, so target. I mean, less than 50 is a little bit much. Alright, I don't think there's going to be anything if I keep going downward. We could probably just have all the things that you could buy up at top. I know that as a developing standpoint, like this is, say, an array or, you know, like skill number 5 or whatever. Skill number 6. I get that. But for the player, this is meaningless here. All this is meaningless. So you could maybe have it automatically sorted. Go ahead and keep it as skill 6 to the developer. So for example, this is probably, whoops. So this is probably like hit point less than 100, less than 90, 80, 70, or maybe not. Probably the other way around. Less than 40, 30, 20, and 10. I get that. But you can keep it set that way, but have it sorted to the visual player. Might get my opinion. I only have 10 florins. Wow. All right, I have no money. I can't buy that. I can't learn to heal myself when I'm wounded. Who's the pumpkin dude? I don't remember who the pumpkin dude was. Was it you? Was it Glenn? This is Farmer Glenn, right? Those pumpkins just keep coming. I bet that scary fellow with a pumpkin for a head has something to do with it. I found out who has been casting spells on my pumpkins. It's some weird pumpkin head fellow who lives northeast of here. Please put a stop to him. I mean, that's... I need money, dude. I shouldn't have bought that whistle or whatever it was. I know I'm not going northeast. I'm just looking for some birds. At some point, I must have killed one. I can cancel her healing just by tapping out. I know she just wants to heal me, but I'm just messing with her. There's a bird. Bird, die. I'm guessing Tran has to actually walk closer. You're not gonna do it yourself, dude? That didn't even give me a plain feather. Alright, Skullbird Alpha. I would say get rid of the Alpha if there are no other enemies on there. Then once you have other enemies, then make it Skullbird Alpha, Skullbird Bravo, or Beta, whatever you want. We're heading towards Sunrise Village. Whatever it's called. I doubt I can kill a boss. We can at least deliver cargo, and maybe I'll find some more birds on the way, maybe not. Maybe we'll just enter the village. Okay, I kind of wonder if these were bad guys, because they had weapons out. Alright, let's get out of here. No, the door's closed. Oh, wait. I was actually going to run up there impotently and say, let me in and die. And that's cool. Friend to get knocked out, though. Let's see if the well makes her reappear mysteriously. Yay! I was like thinking it didn't because it took a second for it to appear. Yeah, it's still 60 seconds. Does it show any visual indicator? No. It doesn't like fill up or anything. Get rid of the 60-second thing. Personally, I think you just have a full heal after battle ends. Just, I don't know. Oh man, there's a lot of people to talk to. It's always kind of intimidating to go to a new town. Traveler once came through here. He told me the most interesting story about Knight's Path. You want to share that with me, dude?
How I love hats. Bring me hats. I just love hats, don't you? I wish I could find more hats. Could you bring me some, please?
Okay, dude. I don't know why I even look at the stores. There's nothing I can use or buy. Yeah, it was a reed whistle I bought, and it does me no good. Yeah, you have nothing to say? Zoom in a little since we're in town. My grandmother used to tell us about the mystery of Hangman's Bridge. She swore all the stories were true. Stories I'm not going to tell you. Do you have a quest? Nothing that you're giving me. I'm full healed. Because I was going to check because I saw only 100 when they appeared. I have 85 florins now, and you have more. Okay, cool. I don't think... Okay, so... When the first adventurer or the first whoa, that's abrupt. The first tactics guy, I don't think you should limit those kind of target self-ally business. There's so much information in the library. You can learn about nearly anything here, even some of those outlandish rumors some of the townsfolk like to share. Yeah, you want to bet? Oh, actually, I can go in. I was gonna make fun of just being a blank building, but no. Find certain objects such as maps and journals and bring them here to reveal their clues. Okay. I don't think I can start anything without it. Yeah, that's not letting me. What's up, dude? Evil is growing in the world. It reaches even into our beloved city here, and some foul necromancy is raising the dead from their rest. I don't know what is behind it, but it must be stopped. Defeat the zombies rising from the graveyard east of the church. Sure, dude. There's so much wrong with the world. I wish I could out and set it right. This is probably not going to end well for me. Okay, yeah. Wow, Tran just became a zombie, I think. Either that or he was fading out over the... Okay, yeah. He didn't actually become a zombie. It's just his skin tone was green because the environment was green. Have some water, Tran. So where is the blacksmith around here? Oh, maybe this is not even Sunrise Village or Sunrise Falls. I don't even know what town I'm in. Normally in RPGs, you got someone at the entrance saying like, "Welcome to blah blah." Let's go back out there and see if those oh, wait, here's a side of the town we didn't see. Alright, let's look like a blacksmith. Hello, dude. Retrieve my supplies from the docks. No, I can't do that, but sure, we'll accept the quest anyway, so that we don't have to worry about it later. Yeah, this totally gives me the online Chinese, Korean games feel, because that's the way these would often be. You'd run up to somebody and say like, hey, here's a pseudo story and go do it. I'm sure that's probably other things like World of Warcraft, but I never played those kind of games because I never wanted to pay a subscription fee. I always felt I'd be losing money in it. You look like you could handle some trouble. Some of the thugs here at the docks have stolen my smithing supplies. Why? If you can retrieve them for me, I'll reward you, and I'll make you some new. I can make some new items for you. Woof. All right, so this is not Sunrise Falls. A traveler once came through here. He told me the most interesting story about the legend of Silent Hill. Whoa! Don't want to go there. I'm sure it's not really the Silent Hill you're thinking of. Fine recipe pumpkin soup. Have you heard of this dish? I would like to learn to make it. Can you find the recipe for me? Okay, you give me status applied well-fed bread roll, but you don't tell me what the status applied does. I got way too many quests on the right side of the screen. I don't want to abandon them, but I do want to disable showing them all on the HUD. Actually, we'll keep the feather one. Come on. Alright. So it looks like the only one I'm actually actively participating in is the feather one. Oh, I got that. Do you have anything for me yet? No. I probably have enough Florence for some more specific healing actions. So target ally. Let's say hit points less than 30. Right, does that sound good? Yeah, we'll do hit points. Maybe that's a little too low. We'll go with 70. Why not as well? Alright, that's all the money I have. That was mega expensive. Then we're gonna go journal, not journal. Party. First, let's see if we have any room for tactic skills. She only has 9 points. We need to work our way to another tactics one. So we'll need this one. Or take the longer road and get something slightly... Or what's this? Learn ability minor health potion. That sounds actually kind of interesting. You know, let's do that because it will lead us to 2 more tactic slots. So it's a little bit further. Hopefully this is not like a 30-point useless item. Speed +1. Alright. And actually, let's see here. Does it show me anywhere that I have what my skill points are? I don't think so. Also, I am an adventurer 2. Is that my level? Make leader. Sure. Party leader. Alright, I don't know what that did, but I'm the boss now. And I have 9 points. Can't buy anything, actually. But I can at least look around. I could get a lucky coin, but not a reed whistle. No. Could she have equipped a reed? No. So you're going to sell a reed whistle or whatever it is in the newbie town, but nobody can wield it. Again, all the stuff I say is not me mad. I don't know what that'd be taken the wrong way. This is me making lighthearted comments about it. All right, I want it to be taken that way. Wow. Okay. Let's see if these guys are glitched out. Yeah, apparently they're so glitched out I can't attack them. Lagging from all the smoke that these thugs are like. It's not like the thugs are inside the house cooking, okay? There shouldn't be any smoke. I know if they had hit me, I'm gonna get my butt handed to me. But I just wanted to see if I could find this stolen loot. I'm pretty sure I was fairly sure I had to actually kill them to get this stolen loot. That's how most of these games are. Alright, I can't go back that way, and it's not letting me cross the bridge. So these guys have actually blocked me in. What happens if I hit continue? It's probably loads the autosave. Wow, all the way from back here? Alright, give me a second, I'm gonna do all that stuff again. I guess it makes sense. This was actually all one cell, so that's why I probably didn't autosave. If I had known that, I would not have made this such a foolhardy attempt at running forward. I just assumed that it's saved after I left the town. First off, the rumors that we were getting are slightly different. I got one less rumor than before, and the names are different. We no longer have Silent Hill, unfortunately. However, also, while going around collecting quests, I ended up talking to this blacksmith twice trying to find a third rumor, like I had before, and we see that there's 2 quests active. So I had to actually go back to him to go from the default available to go to active. If I were here when I accepted this quest the first time, I'm sure I could have gone down to active. But there's no visual indicator that there was something that I could turn in, and I still think this whole menu is ridiculous. So we're gonna go and give him these tools. He brought these tools all the way from Turkey Hollow. Thank you so much. I've been hoping to try these intricate new tools from a place called Turkey Hollow. Level up. I'm assuming I get better stats. So I get better skill points. That's really what I care about. No, I don't. We do need to get this again. Actually, I can get this without even having the academician robes. It's cool. What did I even unlock? What did I spend this on? I spent swashbuckling clothes. So what we need to do is actually, where do I see how much money I have? Let's make him leader. Where does all my money? Got it. Accept. Use item, inventory. Bottom right, 385 florins. Let's go back to the blacksmith and see if I can buy swashbuckling clothes, since I spent skill points on it. Though I didn't have to, I didn't know that at the time. I was just trying to click on and find out like what these buttons were. Armor. I mean, I don't really want to buy it, but it's for the video, so. Let's see how much better this will be. It's only 12 points, but alright. And it did decrease my speed, I believe. I dodge less as well. How do I look, though? That's the most important part. Party. Equip. I also look in the top left. That probably would have been best. So top left. Oh, wow. That's not cool enough. I'm supposed to be a swashbuckler, okay? Let me... I should look a little bit more like I'm ready to go doing some daring do. Let's save before we hop out this time. I just assumed leaving the town saved. Alright, let's go to Pumpkinhead. Okay, you're gonna turn off on me? Alright, fine. Let's turn this back on. Okay, so this is using the potion in battle. I wonder if I wouldn't even be allowed to use the potion at all without it. Like, I could, if I had the potion, I couldn't even drink it outside of battle. She's for some reason stuck on Succor. She's not casting it. Maybe she's waiting for it to get a little lower on health. No, couldn't be because Skullbird Alpha wasn't even attacking it. Alright, so here's the thing. What I'd like to see, now that I just thought of it when I watched her dance on those rocks. I mean, she just moved. In Secret of Mana, your characters would do stuff like cartwheel and stuff like that when they were just moving around battle, like dodging attacks and such. Do that. I don't want to fight pumpkins. Unless they drop pumpkin recipe, I suppose, which would be awkward, but it's a very game thing to do. I didn't find Mr. Pumpkinhead. They said northeast. Hey, we went to Pumpkin 11. I like that they just gave up on letters. Like, but this is as far northeast as I could get, I think. Maybe I missed something. Oh, there, I see him. This is kind of bad. They have not lost aggro. They really want to kill me. Alright, this is enough. We got a good view of these trees. But yeah, with the way the developer has his sprites or models set up, he could totally do stuff like cartwheels. What I mean is, let's say that you animated or created your own character, like every sprite was different, then every animation would have to be, like every character that joined your party, they would have to have a different animation. But for this one, the biggest thing is that your armor model is different. But considering many of the armor models probably look similar, I don't think it'd be that difficult to retween. Is that still a word people use for animation? We're trying to clear our way to the Pumpkinhead so that we're not being surrounded while we're fighting Pumpkinhead. Okay, friend. No, friend. Friend, don't come. Alright, well, we got a lucky coin, and I'm gonna try. See, so that action blinded us. I understand what the crow is doing. It's probably like plucking at our eyes or something. Plucking at our eyes, not out our eyes. Have some cool animation for that. Right now, the enemy just sort of stands static still. I don't think this feather quest is updating. I have 5 flame feathers at this point. I also have 2 rare or uncommon, I suppose that's what that means, ragged feathers, 18 poor quality ragged feathers, and 21 normal ragged feathers. I assume that's what that all means. Alright, so anyways, we found a lucky coin. I'm gonna guess I can't wield it. Oh, and she's still blind. We have a set of let's see here. I guess it depends if she's getting attacked by this new boss. Oh, I can change class too. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, that's right. I unlocked the night class, so that's the thing I actually had to change to. Jeez. Okay. All right. Let's check something out real fast. So we have enough skill points for this tactic. I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and then we're gonna change class to night. So I still get something out of it. Do I still have that tactic slot? Yes, I do. Cool. She only has 18 points, but we can get this in the time being. And we'll get ready to unlock these for 20 points. Alright, let me think here. So he doesn't really get as many options. That's not really, doesn't matter. Alright, so we're gonna move this one up though. No! I'm gonna select this target ally this for this battle. Okay, that hurt. Did he? What? I think Tran just whooped his butt. Alright, I mean, I was not expecting that. I was expecting a much more difficult... He probably just critted... I just critted him out of existence. We got the feathers. We already turned in the slime quest. Unless these pumpkins drop pumpkin recipe, I'm just gonna keep moving. I still don't know what party leader does. Maybe if I had more people in my team, they would follow Tran, who is party leader, rather than following Friend. So this way I could run friend away or something. Probably should have named her something else, but I didn't want to take 30 minutes thinking of a name. During all that commotion with the pumpkins, I think someone must have kidnapped my wife. I was gonna stop here because I thought killing a boss would be like a good ending to the first episode, but we have to do this one. My dear wife Melina is missing. I can't find her anywhere. I'm worried that during the commotion she must have been kidnapped. I have no clue to her disappearance except this strange map. Melina is missing, you say, and this map is the only clue to her disappearance? Let's research the map and try to find her. Yeah, I tried that, old dude. Do you have dementia? I'll help you with research just this once until we find Melina. Throughout the world, you will learn legends and clues. A legend will tell of a hidden dungeon full of danger and treasure. Clues help you to find those dungeons. To get clues, go to the library, select search for clues, then convert your inventory items into clues. Next, select research quest. There, you will select a legend and place clues on the map. Different clues will change the difficulty and treasure level of the dungeon. Add clues to the map until you have found a path to the dungeon. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. These two sentences are the same. I think you probably combine this into a smaller these two big sentences into one tiny small sentence. A bunch of this, like these right here, could be combined. A couple other things. I do think maybe having this entire window have a little bit kind of a gradient. The way that games generally call it is a vignette. I don't know if that's how you say it. And then additionally, make these screenshots look a little bit different than normal gameplay video. Just so that you know, like, hey, this is a different screenshot. It's not actually part of the game that you're looking at. The border, maybe something different, less mobile feeling, an actual border of some sort. I don't know why I say it mobile. Maybe that's incorrect of me or making assumptions, but typically mobile games tend to have like very clear colors and such, in case you're running on batteries or playing on a dimly lit, poorly lit area. So that's why I call it a mobile feeling. Map of Turkey Hollow. This is a crudely drawn map of the village of Turkey Hollow and the surrounding area. Okay, too much repeating there. Can be converted into 4 clues. Provided the 4 following clues: farm, plains, and cave. Okay. A peaceful farm lies along your path. Can be used in place of plains clues. This is sort of like puzzle minigame. Alright, well let's try one of these plains because we have 2 of them. I'll have to like click on what a plains might be. Like down here? No. Okay. So I just have to like fill in this or something? It's like Loop Hero where I set up the world. I don't quite understand what's going on, but alright. And then I like venture through that I've designed. We found Melina. For the rest of your research, you can go find a real library. You can find one in Sunrise Falls. You just were there, dude. I mean, you sent me northeast to fight the Pumpkinhead. Sunrise Falls was just a little bit west of that. Now we have to go back to Sunrise Falls if I wanted to do more research. Thankfully, this quest doesn't involve that, so we have to search the hidden cave. Alright, so the map is really... That's not even a visual representation of this cell, assuming each thing is like a tile. So we're going to try to go in it... Let's go this way, instead of trying to find our way around the mountains. I think I believe there was an exit to the southeast, as I recall. That's earlier. All right, let's try going south out of the town this time and see if we can find the exit. Oh, is this it? Seriously, is this it? I mean, I don't even know. I think there's probably like people up there because I see an exclamation point right above our character. Whoops, sorry, hit the microphone. So that's probably what that is. Oh, I forgot to turn in the feathers. Oh, alright. Alright, so far, I like the idea that as I switch classes, it's more like switching a skill board that you have access to at all times. My dude gets his tactics, he's still wearing his swashbuckling armor. What I didn't like was in Tactics Ogre, I could level up somebody as, say, a wizard or something, and he wouldn't really carry any skills over if I switched him to a warrior. He would carry some partial stat ups, which were not too big of a deal. Which were... Wait, is there anything over here? No, that's just a shadow of a tree. Nope, just a road that leads and knock it right into a wall. Where is this? How do I do this search the hidden cave? Do I have to go to a library for that? We're up here, so maybe we need to go further south. Alright, this is probably my tile-generated dungeon. I mean, I assume that since this is kind of a quest dungeon that we won't lose it. Actually, can we even leave? Yeah, okay. And it auto-saved. But I am actually stuck in place. Oh, I think I may... Wow, I... Okay, he freed her by hitting her. No, she's not moving anymore. Yeah, okay, let's... I guess they probably never expected you to jump back out of the portal as soon as you walk in. No, this save is broken. I do have a manual save back in the... That's kind of cool. Yeah, they're seriously not walking. But I do have a manual save back in the second town. And the response I got, I was told that he was originally making a mod for Himeko Satori, and then eventually blossomed to a full game. At the time, in its development name, it was called Septaroad Voyager, just as an inside joke. And when it came time for him to announce his project, he decided he'd stick with it. Personally, I think he should go with Infinite Roads, even though maybe this is supposed to be an engine that allows for different worlds. I'd go with Infinite Roads for now, and then work with something else, because I believe by naming it Septaroad Voyager, you're setting your game up for a fall. I'm not entirely sure. I've never played Octopath Traveler. Take, for example, the Dragoness Command of the Flame. In that, it was the developers personally kept comparing it to Heroes of Might and Magic. If they compared it to something else, more like a unit-based tactics game, it would have done far better. But the problem is, when you compare it to Heroes of Might and Magic, people who want to play Heroes of Might and Magic will go to your game and say, this is not it. But if you said, like, hey, this is a tactics-based game, instead of you buying thousands of peasants and hitting someone, you buy 2 peasants and 2 gargoyles and make a team with that, right? People would say, like, oh, yeah, it's kind of a cool idea, I like that. But say, like, hey, this is the next Heroes of Might and Magic, and there's no... While there is castle building, it doesn't evoke the same impressions. But yeah, this is not meant to be me just talking about Command of the Flame. When you make obvious allusions to another game type, you will be compared to that, regardless of whether or not you want it to be. So if I call this Mortal Kombat the RPG, that's what people are going to compare this to. That might be a kind of a cool RPG, by the way. Like, imagine the animation, all the fatalities and everything. Like that. Why hasn't that been done? I don't know how much of an influence I had on it, but I did a long time ago when I was in the Discord for Dancing Dragons Symphony of War game. It was only called Symphony of War. And I had told him, I sent him an email saying, like, hey, if you type in Symphony of War, you know, you're going to get like this metal album or something. And Symphony of War is a kind of a generic name. Like, you could probably find literature that uses those words and such. you're going to end up causing unnecessary confusion for your franchise here, or for your game here. You know, and he said like he was happy with the name Symphony of War, but then he eventually tacked on the subtitle, The Nephilim Saga. Maybe there were other people who said the same thing. I don't know, but your name is going to be the very first impression you get, then things like screenshots and videos. I don't know if this will all be one super episode, like I was mentioning, where I play like the majority, or where I play the whole game and then make it one video released on the first day, or it'll be episodic content because I wasn't able to produce the footage fast enough. Went ahead and did a little bit of farming. I didn't want to do too much because here's how I would normally play this. I would 100% max out the adventurer board before even going into first cave. That's how I do it. I don't know what the difference between levels and anything else are. For example, if I change class, it's adventurer 4, right? You see that? Scholar 4, Knight 4. So the level is character based, not class based. I'm not sure what the levels indicate. Maybe if I'd be better off, say, leveling up as an adventurer rather than a knight, or vice versa. For the time being, we're going to get a few more points in adventure. I went back to it because I did notice that I had a couple items. Maybe I got them as quest rewards, I just didn't see it while I was commentating, or I got them as loot from monsters while I was wandering around the world. But I got an arming sword and a buckler, so I went ahead and got skill points towards those. And then I saw that the accessories were over here. I don't actually want the reed whistle, or I'm not actually sure I want the reed whistle or the lucky coin, so I did go ahead and just get both. We are going to stay adventure until we get fundamentals bravery, and then we'll go switch over to knight and get points towards that. However, I will say that the knight skill board starts out with items that I don't even have. So if I were to become a knight, that would only be getting me towards future skills. So we'll see what bravery's like. I'm thinking of also switching out Tran to be a scholar for a little bit, so he can also learn healing. Additionally, wielding 2 daggers did nothing. It just slowed me down. I don't think it did any more damage or gave me 2 different attacks. Is that 5 yet? No, it's 1 more. Okay, so we'll unlock skill bravery and see what that does. It's hard to see the highlighted tile when over everything else. Here's another skill, by the way, which is cheer. Maybe I should get that too. So let's see what tactics does. Target ally, any, just to see fundamentals. Bravery. Apply status effect brave. Thanks, game. If we take a look at, say, journal, and then go to things like journal enemies, people and places, game concepts, instructions, that's totally blank. So I'm not going to find anything about status effects there. Let's go see what cheer does. So I'll continue to kill 5 more enemies on our way back to the cave. We'll just kill 5 enemies in the cave. Let's go ahead and make a save. Oh, never mind, I can't save right now. In case you didn't see it, because I'll have inserted as post-commentary caption, but I eventually did get unstuck from the portal. I just sort of left it running for a little bit, letting the bird peck at me. I was trying to do my outro, but I keep stammering over myself. And eventually my character was actually able to move during combat, so I grabbed the controller and wiggled it, and I was able to actually walk around again. I feel like the combat's way too slow. I don't like having to run over to pick them up. Just give me the items. Let's see if I can take this damage. Oh, they're all going for her. Okay, we're both immobilized. Like, maybe that's what was going on. I was immobilized. I wasn't actually stuck. Maybe? That's probably it. Wow, she's got a lot of stacks of poison there. Don't charge off of there. You're still immobilized. I don't know how you're charging off the fight. I can't even lure them over to Tran because I can't move them when I'm manually controlling them. But they can still wiggle around on their auto move. Well, we're free now because we ended up killing those spiders. I switched to her to try to move her back in, but apparently because I was controlling her, it counted as me leaving the cave. So we have 11 points now. Let's get fundamentals cheer and hey, knife throw. That might have been handy for that battle. Oh, first aid. We need that. Wow, that's no good. I actually had to buy a knife. I assume every knife is consumed. I like that. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move and break it. I don't know what that did. She still doesn't have any mana right now. Probably because she's being poisoned. Mana hasn't typically been an issue, but it is right now. Maybe once her poison wears out, it'll refill. I mean, when I glanced at it a long time ago at the beginning of the game, it just like refilled almost instantly. But perhaps I've been too careless about my mana. All right, we've returned to town. Let's go ahead and turn in that quest for the feathers. Oh, it's repeatable. Okay. That's probably the most florins. It wasn't like 250 florins or something I was getting for that. Let's see what it actually is. Yeah, that's more florins than I had. By Teller Barrett. You know what, let's do that. And then we'll flip back to Adventure and get that change class, Adventures. And then when we get the 10 skill points, we will get this. Just to fill up an equipment slot. She's got plenty of skill points. I want to save getting skills on camera, so I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this casts fire magic. But I'm less impressed with it now that I don't get all my mana back. I'm not sure if I'm understanding this correctly. She's at 49 out of 68. I thought I immediately got my mana back all the time. But probably not then. It doesn't look like that. This is the second take of this, and I'll explain why in a bit. We have unlocked quite a bit of the Squire board, as well as the Scholar board. In the Squire section, if we go to Unlock Skills, I have unlocked several classes, and we'll hit all of them once we clear out the board, so that way there's only going to be one little clump in the video where we're talking about like what classes you can unlock. I've already found Rogue. On the first take of this, there was like Paladin over here and Ranger or something. Don't see them now. But I will be, before we go into the Spider Cave, fill out this board a lot more because it's still a pain to go through. You get immobilized for so long on every spider group that by the time you kill the next one, the first one already has respawned. No joke. The reason why it's my second take is that I ended up getting the game locked up, and then trying to close the game killed my recording. My Scholar, I've been giving her lots of mana so that she's not going to have to worry about mana problems. There's Cleric, that's pretty cool. We may go for that one. And so we will go and max out these boards before we end up going into the cave, because it really is a rough time. Now, I did seem to have some sort of bug, which I'm not going to go ahead and redo this quest, but I would actually get another Arming Sword and Buckler, but I don't want to bug out the game. When I approached here, I was like, did I not finish this quest? But it looks like it's accidentally repeatable. Now, the game developer probably does not expect me to return back to the tutorial to talk to this guy. I only came back here because I wanted to get some florins by killing the turkeys and turning in their feathers. while I could accept this, turn it in, it'll then give me the quest to find a friend. Oh, you know what? Let's do that one time. I want to see what happens. I just want to see what kind of bug we have. Probably nothing. Let's go to accept, defeat turkeys. Then let's defeat the turkeys. You can see on the bottom right, my friend has 249 mana now instead of the paltry like 48 she used to have. That's from picking like 8 level ups of magic. It wasn't like an hour of farming or anything. I just went around the map once and then picked all my skill points in magic, rather than unlocking expensive skill boards that we aren't going to use anytime soon. Like Knight, I'm probably not going to use that real soon. I'm thinking maybe mechanic or something, because maybe that'll give me turrets and improve my damage output if I have a little army of turrets or something. That might not be what mechanic is. I'm not saying I know what it does. I'm just having to make a guess here. For all I know, it's just like a gunner or something. Alright. I was busy yapping, so I'm not sure exactly how many turkeys I've killed, but you can see on the top right, I have already killed enough. So we'll go and turn this in. Then he'll give me a sword and shield, and then it says unlock tactic, and we're gonna accept both of these and see what happens. Probably nothing will happen. In that case, I will actually load because I don't want these clutter. Actually, can I even abandon these quests? Find your friend cannot abandon, but I can abandon the wife quest, just so you know. But I cannot abandon finding my friend. All right, let's go find another friend. It would be pretty sweet if I got a second friend. But either way, once we've checked it out, we'll go ahead and load, because I want to bug out the game. Alright, there's no friend right here. If we go to the squire, let's see what happens. Apparently I cannot go that way. Okay. So he would have unlocked this tile right here. And we still only have the 2 tactic slots. So, alright, go ahead and load the game. And I'll see you once we've leveled up the entire board before we take on the spider cave, because I'm tired of going into that cave. Okay, I had farmed for a long time, and I lost an hour of grinding to another game-breaking bug. But I decided to make a second character just to see what is procedurally generated. So this overworld map is different on the new character that I created. I'm not going to play him at all. I just wanted to see, is anything different? One of the reasons I was looking into that is while I was taking a break from killing pumpkins, I went back to the bandit camp, which I already killed a few, and got a bandit's mask, and they dropped some florins as well. Not that any loot is appealing, because you have to get the skill for it, so it doesn't really matter what I find. But after killing the bandits for a while, I went north. I just figured I'd change things up some more and see what's out there. So, going in this direction, it auto-saved me, and then my character's just sort of falling through the void. So I lost an hour's progress since that last save. That's between killing pumpkins and stuff. I had basically completed the entire Squire board, as well as the Scholar board, minus most of the classes. Like, I had maybe gotten a couple classes that were required, like this one, to find out what's behind here, and this class over here to find out what these two are, because this is a class, this is a class, and this is a class. So I had mapped the entire thing and even gotten a few stat ups in between while waiting to amass a lot of skill points so I could unlock all the classes at once. Thanks, game. Oh, Tran just took off. And I switched to Tran, and now Friend's fallen to her death. Yeah, and it auto-save too, so when I load this save, this is where I'm at. Okay, so do not count on the auto-save. And then there was an hour other lost when I was doing the spider cave. That's 2 hours of game-breaking issues. Alright, so at this point, our character's setup is as follows. I went ahead and gave Tran the first 3 skill ups in Knight so that he can wear a helmet, a breastplate, and a claymore. I went around in Scholar because I remember there I saw some bangles as a skill up, but it turns out that the bangle I was looking for is an adventurer. So no matter what you do, unless you're someone who just likes to make your life harder, make your friend an adventurer first. Don't care what you're up to. Go lucky coin or Teller Barrett, whatever. So for whatever reason, she can actually wear the swashbuckling clothes on Teller Barrett without having those skills. Again, this is early access. They probably, it's just probably a bug. But anyways, you want to get over here to Silver Bangle. It's a very early skill. You can get that within 30 skill points. Right now, enemies give me 1 skill point when I kill them. With the Silver Bangle equipped, I get 3 skill points. Now it says it doubles, but maybe this is a mathematical error in the programming or a rounding issue, but I get 3 skill points instead of 1. That makes the game maybe 33% easier? Or 33% less difficult? I think that's the way I need to look at it. Because I will earn skill points much faster. Is it 33% less difficult? I don't know what else to say, how to really think about that right now. I'm probably just a little bit flustered from all the lost footage that I've been getting. So, yeah, at this point, if let's say I kill 10 enemies, I will get 30 skill points. That's almost enough to class change. See, 1 XP, 3 skill points. I've also gone ahead and given him enough scholar points so that he can equip the initiate wand. Because in this cave, since I'm going to be immobilized, I'm not going to be walking up to the spiders anytime soon. This time I'm going to go to the right. In the lost footage, I went up and left and the game bugged out. Now, there were some other branches we didn't quite get to. You know, we are maybe tough enough. Maybe I'm just so frustrated. I'm just going to run through this cave. I might get immobilized. Like, friend is already immobilized. Oh, good luck, friend. By the time you kill 1 squad, because how long immobilization lasts, the squad behind you will have already respawned. That's how bad it is. That is not an exaggeration. The squad behind you will respawn in the time it takes you to kill the first team. Kill the team you're on. Alright, so we are back to the fade out bug I had earlier. And then because I can't Alt F4, I tried closing the application, and that actually killed my recording as well. So let me actually turn off the recording at this point. I can't go to the menu, by the way. I can switch over to friend, though the painting is really slow right now. But I can't do anything. I can activate actions, but that's about it. Yeah, but I can't even open my menu because the game thinks I'm still transitioning. I don't know. Perhaps this is as far as I can get. Maybe my game is bugged. Maybe my map is bugged, by which I mean. But I think the only other thing we can do, since I already went north, and it looks like the bridge to the left of this north exit probably reconnects to the other side I was in. So I already went north in the spider cave, west in the spider cave, and then I went north of town. So now the only thing left to do is go south of town and see how far I can get going that way. So let me turn off the recording first, and then we'll be right back. Okay, let's get marching. So I've already covered all the directions I possibly can move. Yeah, no matter what you're up to, get the silver bangle first. It costs 1,000 coin, and you can buy it in the Rising Sunfall, whatever it's called, next to the girl who asks for hats. 1,000 gold. You can make that. Sell some feathers, whatever it takes. Lucky coins, you can sell them for 100 gold apiece. Farm feathers for 250 gold to turn in for the quest. Whatever you need to do, get a silver bangle for every character you get. Normally, I don't make absolute statements like that. I might generally say like, well, I mean, rogue might be a good class or whatever. No. Get the silver bangle. Alright, so let's cruise around down here. Wish my movement speed could go faster. So she's wearing the academic or scholar's hat, which reduces her threat by 10, I think. That's the way I interpret it. If we take a look, it's not totally clear. Go in statuses, threat multiplier 0.9. So that's why I believe it does reduce her threat by 10. The reason why I say that is, I think this is just a grammar issue. It says decrease threat minus 10%. Really what I should say is threat minus 10%. Or decrease threat 10%. If you have a decreased threat of minus 10%, you're increasing your threat by 10. I mean, that's a really actual grammar and mathematical and programming issue. Like when you are programming, your grammar needs to be on point. Anything you do wrong in your grammar when you're programming means you messed up. But I really do believe it just lowers her threat by 10. That meaning, because an enemy has been attacking her all the time, so I even gave her a buckler. They pretty much ignore Tran. So Tran has the bulkiest armor, so they don't care about that. So I'm gonna guess that they go after whoever's the weakest defense. In that case, that's her. So you see how the two of those slimes, they saw her second, but they still went after her. Zombies do the same thing. Bandits do the same thing. Spiders do the same thing. All right, there's nothing to the south. I think I kind of started by hugging the east side, didn't I? So let's see if there's anything to the west. I think I might have covered all the content I possibly can for this game. When I first received the key to this game, I was making plans to get everything ready so that I could record a full playthrough of the game and then release it on day one. I don't know. I'm doing what I can to try to make my YouTube channel pop, explode, blossom, grow, whatever you want to say. You know, generally people who release videos on day one, they get the views. Slow playthroughs like mine, where I try to study my stuff and know what I'm talking about, don't make it. I need to be less smart and more emotional. Alright, I think that's it. I mean, there's nowhere I can go. North twice from the... I mean, I guess I could do the zombie mission. But yeah, north twice hey, some new dogs, or new enemies. North twice leads me to a falling pit. Spider cave, all directions lead me to darkness. There is nothing to the east of the bandits in the town. So the only thing left to do is, I guess, the zombies. Let's go just exit the game, and we're just gonna load back to the town. That'll save us half a trip right there. We have reached town. This is where you get the bangles, right here. This person by the building. Assuming your map layout is the same. But I believe each cell is the same, it's just each cell is randomized on the global map. There's nothing for me to do the research for all those clues and quests or rumors that people have been giving me. There's nothing I can do. I can't click anything, start quests, nothing happens. What we can do is we can try to kill enough zombies to complete the quest. I already went in here earlier, popped a couple of zombies because I want to see if they dropped anything fascinating. Where's my friend? There you are. But even if they did drop something, I couldn't equip it. In fact, I've got accessories. A lucky coin that is green, but I'm not allowed to equip it. I can only equip regular lucky coins, even though I have the lucky coin skill. It's a fast zombie. Trying to super slow with this claymore. I'm not totally sure. I think I may put him back to the arming sword or something. Once I get him something to put in his other hand. I also gave him a couple levels in Scholar to give him the healing spell, in addition to the Initiate Wand. But once the game works out these absolutely game-breaking bugs, then we've got something I think is worth your purchase. But for right now, while it is fun, the game-breaking The game-breaking bugs are absolutely killer. There is a lot to like about the game. It's gonna need some time though. And because I was given the key, I can continue to play it as it updates, and we can see together when it becomes something that people would like to really start blowing up with, purchasing and doing their own content or spreading the word on it. Let's complete this quest.
You have done a great service for us today. Thank you. I fear, however, that evil will continue to grow. Pray that you will strive to end this growing evil. Go now, child.
You there, did you defeat the zombies in the graveyard? I wish I could go and set things right in the world instead of waiting here. Will you join me? Young Paladin, you mean it? I would love to join you. Okay. I actually did remember what you looked like this time, because I was looking at you as you talked about how you wanted... Oh, I can't name him Young Paladin because spacebar does not work. So we'll call him... Aspirant? I don't know. I mean, he might not stay a Paladin forever. I don't know what to call him. We'll make his appearance as closely as I can remember it before I forget. Not sure if it was... I think it was that hairstyle, but not that color. It was this color. So now I've got two blondes in the party, apparently. I don't know if he had any facial features, so we'll just put it to nothing. Alright, I think that's pretty much what he looked like. So as for his name, I don't know. We're gonna call him... What is this town called? Child? My child, right? That's what I'm basing it off of. What is this town called? It's something about the sun. Call him Apollo then. Helio? Apollo sounds more normal, I think. And you don't really hear Helio except like for space stations and stuff. We have a new party member. Okay, so then do the zombie quest as soon as you can. After the Silver Bangle. Silver Bangle comes first. So we're gonna need to deck him out, and that if there was more content, we would totally give him a Silver Bangle. But the way I figure it, my map is probably bugged. So once a patch comes out, I'll probably have to generate a new character, which will generate me a new world. Let's take a look at his class. It said Young Paladin, but he doesn't even have the Paladin class unlocked. BS. Lame. No, seriously. Make him a Paladin. Like right here, I guess I could talk about all the classes we've unlocked or have access to. So we have the Knight in the top left, then the Paladin in the top middle, then the Ranger in the top right, Berserker in the bottom right. It really is hard to see the border. I assume that it's hard for you to see it as well, so I'll use the mouse cursor. Then we have the Rogue, and then we have the Mechanic. Let's see what ability is hidden behind the Rogue. It is bonus resistance to dark magic, I guess. So those are the ability or classes that this adventurer has access to. What about the Scholar? Scholar has Mage in the top left, Cleric in the top middle, Druid in the top right, Warlock in the bottom right, Illusionist in the bottom, and Alchemist in the bottom left. I have no idea what these do. Like, I know alchemy typically is about potions, so this game probably has me throwing my own potions that I have to purchase ahead of time, because even to use this skill I need minor health potions. That's probably not a class I would want to use in the beginning of the game when I don't have those resources. I'm not knowing anything about the classes other than their basic name. I would probably go Mage on the chick while keeping her first aid ability. For him, I would probably give him like Berserker or Rogue or something so he can attack fast. The problem with him, with the Adventurer and the Scholar, is that she has more speed bonuses around on her board. That's dodge right there, right here. And she attacks faster. So generally by the time Tran starts to swing, if they're targeting the same monster, she will just kill the monster and then Tran has to start his time bar over. That's why I had her set to attack the lowest HP person and Tran to attack the nearest. So I attack different guys. Assuming that it works the way it's supposed to, which I don't think it actually does, because I've kind of watched them fight. Assuming it's supposed to work the way it is, Tran is, after he knocks down an enemy to low enough HP, it'll be the lowest HP on the battlefield, and she should switch targets to it. It doesn't really work out that way. So yeah, this guy should totally start out as a Paladin. Maybe give him like nothing or some bare minimum in the Adventurers category, but make him a Paladin. Make him actually a Paladin. You don't even have to kit him out or anything. Let's see what's over here. I didn't actually see this earlier. Okay, he doesn't even tell me I'm not allowed to... Oh, I snuck past him. What are you gonna do about it, dude? Invisible wall, that's what. Okay. Alright, thank you very much for watching Tran play Septaroad Voyager. I guess I'll try to edit this down to maybe one episode, but we'll see how many it's going to turn out to be. I do like what we've got. I just can't currently advocate to people who enjoy my content, because, you know, I don't want to let you down. I can't wholly recommend, like, hey, you should get it right now. Yeah, there's about 3 maps, and you'll essentially have seen everything there is to see in about 30 minutes. Thank you very much for watching Tran plays Septaroad Voyager. I'll see you next time in the next big update.